And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They just do get the playoff. Now Cousins. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Yeah, boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They're going to try and throw. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. They shakes him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Throwing, Cousins. And Cook has it, left side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Cousins gives way to Cook. Wiggles free. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. Flushed it, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Cousins swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Here's Cousins. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cook. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense,
he'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Open man here is Conklin. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice gain.
And he'll be out of bounds.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. To the air again. It's Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook there to make the grab. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. Cousins will try and throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So what do you think the mindset was there? You can tie it with a PAT here first half. Why go for the lead right now?
The old school mindset says if you have a better team, you just go ahead and continue to try and dominate. There's also a school of thought, if you don't think you're quite as good, you have to try and take advantage of opportunities. And finally, I just think this is analytics coming into the game. Someone saying the more you go for 2, the better your chances are of actually getting them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke, and he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. Prescott to throw it. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Prescott now. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out and giving the ball back to their offense?
That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. They find some open field here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On play action, Cousins. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. A give, this is Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail. And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Meanwhile, Dak's throw there caught by Gallup. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd down, Elliott. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Play action now, Prescott. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And he fires one that's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And the Vikings are gonna take over here at their own 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Following the interception, Cousins. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. Cook. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Both teams making their final preparations for the second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
A gain of 6 there on first. From the 41, Cousins. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Minnesota. And a quick throw here that's complete. Touchdown. Cousins able to connect with Adam Thielen. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is Tony Pollard. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Prescott off play action. Swinging this out for Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Prescott looks to throw on first. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A give to Elliott running left. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. Eluding the pressure, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Prescott. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Now Pollard. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Here's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Prescott on first down. He's got his man. It's Gallup. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing, Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Prescott. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And again, it's Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets. Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Lambeau. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And out a little across the 25. To the 27. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. From the 29, Rodgers. This is Lazard with a catch out left. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Broncos are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
2nd and 11 now. To throw it is Locke. He sets to fire deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. A huge play there for Denver. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And a big loss here as he's taken down. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Throwing now is Locke. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sutton. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. From the 5, 3rd and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Locke. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He couldn't give the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
47's the mic.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a play fake. Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Rodgers now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep, right sideline. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. No score after one on EA Sports. A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Off the option, it's Jones. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
You.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Mercedes Lewis there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. Pushes him over, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Locke now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Locke going to throw. Goes back to Sutton. This time completes it. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They look to throw. It's Locke. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. A field goal would tie it, but they want more. They're going for it. Locke going to go on 4th down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown, Broncos.
Bring it.
For Drew Locke coming out of Missouri, the one thing that scouts they loved was his arm strength, and we see why there. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. Locke going to try and throw for it. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. So why go for that there? First half, you could have tied the game at 7. Why try to get the lead?
Feels like an analytics call, doesn't it? That's starting to really get into the game where they're studying where you can make extra points and the whole deal and, get an advantage. But I don't know that we have enough data yet to really say this is the right play or the wrong play. Maybe in 2 or 3 more NFL seasons.
Could change.
Exactly. 2 or 3 more NFL seasons, I think we'll have a much better study and much better case of what we're going to do.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Flood. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Now Locke. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gordon. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Drew Locke doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. They're going to give it to Gordon. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. The two-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for two, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for two early? That's what people are wondering about.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 35 on second down, Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He hits Adams, complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Rodgers again now. And it's complete to Adams. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Rodgers. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers hitting Alan Lazard. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Locke. And Gordon's got it. A solid stiff arm. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st down, Locke. Escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move deep.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. He's got daylight. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gaudin.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Locke. Flushed out right. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Locke to throw. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Drew Locke, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have broken the tie. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. A give to Jones. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. On 1st down, Rodgers. Being chased out left. Complete. This is Lewis. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer, but you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
I showed it right there, outside of the pocket and on the money. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A.J. Dillon, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Let's go.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the turnover, here's Locke. Escaping, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Kenny Clark just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Locke. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Chris Barnes. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Now Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones taking it in from 7 yards away. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. But the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. From the gun, it's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Adams. Touchdown! It's Devontae Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th-quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Packer pressure, and down he goes. So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. Now Locke. Flush to his, and the pressure gets to him again. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Locke, got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Rodgers throwing here. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now Rodgers. He'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Back to throw, Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Rodgers to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Broncos are right back in this football game.
Interception, baby, all day.
There ain't no joke out here right now.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. Now it's Wilson. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape. Up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Oh, Cooper with a nice grab. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Off the play fake, Prescott. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays. Back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. On play action, Prescott. Going to throw deep for the end zone.
Yeah, this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Prescott off play action.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Steps away to his left. And I think the ball's out. And the Packers pick it up. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. On play action, now Rodgers. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Rodgers now on 1st down. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. To throw is Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. They've got his man complete. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A big play here for Dallas. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Here's Prescott. He'll buy some time right. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Yeah, good job, fellas, good job.
Dak Prescott taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw, it's Rodgers. Incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second and 10.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's complete, right side to Lazard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. He hits Adams complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. Devontae Adams. 28 yards. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, then you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. And he is into the end zone to give him a 2-point lead. The penalty got him half the distance to the goal down to the 1, made that try a little easier.
Yeah, without a doubt. And it opens up your playbook, doesn't it? From the 1-yard line, run, pass, do whatever you want there. And they did it successfully.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw taken in by Cooper here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Play action now. Prescott steps away. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Play fake. Here's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, Cooper with a nice grab. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. They'll try again with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. They'll try and throw for it. That's caught. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short. And they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Rodgers to throw once more. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers have retaken the lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Prescott off play action. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball. Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction. Letting one fly deep for Cooper, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gaudin.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A fairly short kick from the 14. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Yeah, that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And he's got room. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. caught on the right side by Jones. Still shedding tackles. Touchdown. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. After the sack on first down, Prescott buying time, and he's going to go down again. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott to throw it. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. To throw is Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Prescott. Dancing to his left. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Rodgers now on first down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. On play action, Rodgers. Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 64 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Now Pollard. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now he'll let it go deep right side.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills.
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going.
And off we go from Lambeau. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it.
And able to get this out to the 25.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And all the way down to the 29. A huge play there right off the bat.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Rodgers now to throw. He's got it. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Aaron Jones.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker.
He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. From the gun, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. On first down, Allen. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
On play action, Allen. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
So there's the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Throwing is Allen on third. They'll roll him out right. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Allen going to go on 4th down. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. 10-6 the score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Singletary again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Allen now on 3rd and goal. Forced out to, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen taking it in from a yard out. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Bass on for the extra point. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. On 1st down, Rodgers. Flushed out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing is Rodgers. Open man, this is Lewis. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Now Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. Breaks the tackle now with Alley. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. An incredible play there on 4th down in their own territory.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now Rodgers. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20, 10, 5. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. So after the INT, it's Allen being chased out left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick six, and then the two-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Rodgers to throw once more. Caught by Jones. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on first.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Steps away to his left. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 29. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Finding Knox there, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big gain there for the Bills. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Buying time to his left. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Dancing to his left. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it online, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gott.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way.